Dominic Barlow looks at Tyrese Maxey and says, I got this, no worries. Burst the speed and look at the spin move into the lefty hook shot. And now CJ McCollum is guarding him and he's like, oh, I don't got to worry about Dominic Barlow on the perimeter. And once again, he fakes the dribble handoff to Tyrese Maxey, whizzes by his defender. Then he gets wrapped up and still hits the floater. He's struggling as a three-point shooter, so he doesn't take the shot. He looks at Jared McCain, though, acting like he's going to go into an action. Psyche's driving right at the defender. And this time, instead of going into the spin move, half spin and do the righty hook shot. And now he catches wicked left to right crossover. Immediately back the other way with the spin move. And are you kidding me? He has the confidence to hit this shot with the weak hand, the touch, while going full speed. Speaking of full speed, he gets a screen from Tyrese Maxey. He's fading away full speed again and kisses it off the glass with the weak hand. Now he's catching with so much space. Attack that rim protector. Act like you're going up with the right, but finish with the left. And now he's catching in transition. Go right at Jaylen Brown. Absorb that contact and finish through the contact. And now he's going right at Brook freaking Lopez. Absorb the contact again. Finish with the weak hand. In the paint, he's shooting 50%. In the restricted area, he's shooting 73%. And a lot of these finishes aren't gimmies. He really has shown the ability to finish through contact by using his size and length and sweet touch around the rim. It's so impressive. But also, we're seeing some flash off the dribble. He can handle in space every now and again and get to the basket. It turns out last season, he made 24 layups. This season, he already has 22 made layups. And the thing is, if you dig deeper, driving layups, he only had 2 last season. Already this season, he has a total of 8 driving layups. He already has a total of 10 unassisted buckets compared to only 15 with Atlanta last season. And his motor is just off the charts. Yesterday, he's guarding Moses Moody, denies him at the basket. Of course, he makes the right pass to VJ. And then he sprints the floor, missed layup, no worries. He's gonna put it back and dunk on his own teammate. And you saw in that play, after grabbing that rebound, his passing instincts. Against Brooklyn about a week ago, he actually ended the game as that connected passing piece. Brooklyn was in a zone. They were double teaming Tyrese Maxey to take it out of his hands. And you see Dominic Barlow get it in the middle here, kind of lose control, but no worries. Eventually locate Jared McCain for 3. About a minute later, same exact thing. Maxey gets the ball out of his hands quickly, recognizing the double team. And then Quentin Grimes hitting Barlow in the middle, and he knows the next pass immediately. Free three-pointer. And that felt like the dagger. But I'm also impressed with his defense. And lately, he's kind of taking on tougher matchups. They went to him against Jalen Johnson in the clutch. Now, he didn't lock him up, but I thought he had some successful possessions. Of course, at the end, he ended up fouling him in the biggest one, but it's still impressive because that really wasn't what he was known for. He was kind of just, use your athletic ability off the basketball, get blocks here and there, but I feel like this season he's taking a jump on ball and being way more active defensively, and you see that in the stats. With him on the floor, per PivotFade.com, 323 minutes, the Sixers have 111.8 defensive rating. The Golden State Warriors currently are ranked 6th in the NBA for defensive rating at 111.8. Without Dominic Barlow on the floor, the Sixers' defensive rating skyrockets to 117.1, which would actually be ranked number 23. So they have a top 10 defense with him and not so great without him. And one of the most successful lineups that we are seeing is VJ Edgecombe, Quentin Grimes, Tyrese Maxey, Dominic Barlow. 75 minutes played so far, plus 41, plus 23.8 net rating, 127.7 offensive rating, 104 defensive rating. You dig deeper into those statistics, and only one game so far have they lost their minutes, and that was in Charlotte when they only played 2 minutes and 58 seconds together. And against the top tier competition, they've been extremely successful. Detroit, plus 12, for 12 minutes and 20 seconds against Boston, plus 17 in 18 minutes and 44 seconds. And then, of course, against Atlanta, they were plus 5 in 5 minutes and 27 seconds. If I'm Nick Nurse, I'm playing this group of guys at least 8 minutes a night and seeing what they can do. And his activity on the offensive glass is just so beautiful to watch. 2.2 offensive rebounds per game. He also has 3 games this season with 5 offensive rebounds. It's just really a breath of fresh air because he brings much needed athleticism to the table that Sixers rosters of the past have been missing. I mean, him and VJ on the court together, it's like, what are we watching? This is a different sport. We haven't had athletes with this type of motor and athleticism in a while. And on top of that, both of them have that sense of basketball IQ, great passers for their role. And I feel like that combination, 1% athletic ability, and then on top of that, just great feel for the game, that's so rare. He's also averaging 1.3 blocks per game. He kind of does everything, if we're being real, besides three-point shooting. That is the only area where he's really, really bad at. But you also got to give him some credit because he does not shy away. He's taking a career-high 1.7 three-pointers per game, 25%. Now, I will say a couple games ago, there was a clutch moment. I think it was in overtime against Atlanta where he took a three-pointer early in the shot clock, and I was like, dude, chill. You don't have to take that shot. Let's work for a better shot. In the offseason, I need them to, tweak his jump shot, do whatever they have to do to get him more consistent, have him shoot 700 three-pointers per day or whatever, 1,000 if you want to get crazy. And the reason I have hope in him developing something from 3 in terms of more efficiency is it seems like he wants to. But also, I found something pretty interesting. He's shooting a career high 1.5 free throws per game at 77.8%. And if you didn't know, scouts do like to use free throw shooting as a good indication on whether a player can develop more consistency from 3. But even with an inconsistent jump shooter, he's like that perfect connected piece right now. He fits with Tyrese Maxey, he fits with Paul George, he fits with Joel Embiid because he does everything, and he does the dirty work, and he hustles nonstop 24/7. He's been one of my favorite players to watch, probably my second favorite player on the Sixers so far this season. To be honest with you, only behind Tyrese Maxey. And since the Sixers, found him on a 2-way contract, they can easily get him on a multi-year team-friendly deal. On top of that, he's 22 years old, only 22 years old, so he's legitimately a part of the Sixers core, and you can hope that he can develop more into his game as he grows. He's nowhere near a finished product. That's like the best thing about him right now. I'm trying to think of a comp of what you would hope he turns into, and maybe like a Josh Hart, but like a forward version because Hart definitely offers way more on the basketball when he's on top of his game. But I don't know. You get the point of what he brings to the table. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts below. Leave a like and subscribe. Have yourself a great day and peace out.